It's your girl Sacha, and oh my God, I have my dear friend, the lovely, amazing Joyce Tolbert with me today.
Hey girl.
Fingers. And I'm super excited because me and her are just vibe, okay? This is like my boo. We just goofy as heck, and it's gonna be a pleasure to interview you and get to know her, right, guys? Can't wait. All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself. We know that she is from the group, the Good Girls, and she was telling me earlier too that she was in another group, that she was a dancer. So
yeah,
we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I grew up in Los Angeles. I got kicked out of drama class.
You did.
For making fun. I don't know. I made
You
a
was
joke.
the class clown.
I wasn't. I
so.
think I just did a joke, and everybody laughed, and he got mad, so he kicked me out of a drama class and put me in Miss Norwood's class. And that's when I created the Dapper Girls.
Okay.
So it was 6 of us, and then we used to battle against other dance groups at the Veterans Auditorium with Ultra Wave.
Okay.
Shout out to Greg, who passed away. But we used to dance at the Ultra Wave parties and battle against other dance groups.
And what's like an ultra wave party like?
Well, he did something where he had the dance groups battle each other.
Okay.
And he would give awards to
the
best dance.
And people
group.
would show up and be like,
Oh,
a
it
whole
was
party.
so big.
Like, really?
It was huge. And we always won first place.
Really?
Always. And so
my
the guy
God.
from Soul Train came, he saw us. He's like, would you guys start dancing coming to Soul Train?
Yeah.
And I was like, sure. We're
Yeah.
in junior high school.
Wow.
So we're dancing it's on Soul Train in junior high school.
Dang, I used to love me some Soul Train. I wanted to be one of them dancers so bad. I actually worked on it one time.
You get you
when
some
I
chicken.
first came.
You got a box of chicken.
I don't know, was it some chicken? They just
Yeah,
gave
he
some
everybody
chicken. Okay.
So,
But I was like trying to get noticed, and girl, and he would not pick me to like come out in the front. Yeah, that was when I first moved to LA. I remember being on Soul Train.
I'm sorry.
You
should have been on the ride.
I should have been. I should have been even in the Soul Train line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You would have killed it.
Yeah. So would you say that? I would like to know, what is your first love? Was it the singing or the dancing? Dancing. So you could really cut a rug and really.
I can cut that motherfucker.
Not cut them.
Just cut the motherfucker. That motherfucker's my favorite curse.
Got it.
I love to say it.
Oh, got it.
And I got a character named Mr. Motherfucker.
A character named Mr. Motherfucker?
I mean, my father passed, so I did his characters to pay homage to him.
Okay.
So it's called Mr. Motherfucker.
Mr. Motherfucker.
Would you like to meet it?
Sure.
Mr. Motherfucker coming down the street. Mr. Motherfucker go to beep. Mr. Motherfucker.
Mr. Motherfucker.
Hello, boys and girls. I got something to say to you today. I like broccoli, motherfucker. And that's Mr. Motherfucker. He got a wife. He got a kid, a sister.
Okay.
Randy motherfucker. Make it right out on the pair. So it's a whole family of motherfuckers.
A whole family of motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's a whole family.
So,
Billy Funker, Janet Funker. Yeah, it's a bunch of.
As you can see, we have the comedy as well. This one right here.
The comedy gets me through.
Yes, I love to laugh as well too. So yeah, so let's back up a little bit. So you started dancing, you got on Soul Train. It was 6 of y'all.
We would go down the line.
Mm-hmm.
We did the skirmish board.
Okay.
We would make these gimmicks up and go down the line with Lusky. Tracy Jones is a good girl. She went on to play in a lot of the Wayne Brothers movies and stuff like that.
Okay.
She's in Players Club.
Yes.
Alicia Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the Kid and Play movie.
Mm-hmm.
Regina.
Didn't you do Kid and Play? Didn't you do one of those house parties too? Yeah.
But she was one of the main.
Okay.
You know, she did that whole movie with them.
Yeah.
And Regina King was an honorary Dapper girl. We taught her how to do a couple steps and stuff.
Regina King?
Yeah.
Really? She used to dance with y'all?
Girl, we taught her how to do
like
the
the
ET
centipede
or something like that, and it made her popular. She got the story together. She was like, y'all taught me how to do that dance.
I don't even know what ET looked like, but if it made it popular.
Yeah, girl.
So she used to dance too.
We taught her a little dance step, so we always say she's an honorary Dapper girl.
Okay.
So it was Greta, Kim Jackson, Alicia Rogers, Tracy Jones, DeMonica Santiago, and that's who ended up doing the Dapper Girl group.
And
the good girl group with me.
And who used to do, like, come up with all the dances and stuff? All of y'all would do it together?
Yeah, I think we would all kind of, let's do, I think we all would come up with stuff.
Yeah, and you said y'all was serious.
Oh, we was serious. We would sweat our perms out. We didn't play. We was pretty girls, but we came with the steps.
Yeah.
Like, we came with it. We didn't do that cute girl shit.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah, okay.
So that's what gave us a different edge, I think. We just, and then we came from Soul Train, so we learned how to just, you know what I mean?
Like freestyle.
Just move, yeah. So we got that. So when I see DeMonica performing even, and It Must Be Love, when we did Soul Train, I was like, that bitch better get it. She was like, that's all that Soul Train, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I love watching her dance perform. It's so fun.
Yeah. So now you have where you're in the group, and then you said it went from there to, how did y'all get into the group?
The Dapper Girls and Monica would come over in high school, and I was in a group called Vogue. And they were giving me problems, and she was like, I'm gonna figure something out.
So not the Vogue.
No, it was called Vogue.
And then when I did a little research, a couple groups back in the day was called the Good Girls, and then now there's like a group called the Good Girls. So that name kind of goes like a lot of times, I guess.
Yeah, but we really did it.
Yeah,
we did that. We came far enough.
So then you said the girl, she saw you and she said, come into this other group, or would you say she said do your own group? When you was in the Vogue group.
Right. She came and she's like, I'm going to figure something out. And so she figured out and got us a record deal, in Motown. She met the manager of this other guy and said, she had a singing dance group, but she didn't.
Really?
And he said, they look like you and better come by my house.
Wow. Did she know you could even sing?
Yeah, because she would come over after rehearsal.
Oh, okay.
She didn't care nothing about singing. She just wanted to dance. I wanted to sing. She's like, let me try to make her dream come true.
Yeah.
So she did.
Wow.
And she believed in me, and that's what we did together.
Right.
So now I created a show that I'm giving to her to thank her for giving me the music.
Okay. So she had you, and you said only one of the girls was in the group, the dance group, and then they added the other girl in?
Well, Shireen was in a completely different dance troupe. I couldn't go to Soul Train no more. My dad said I couldn't dance on there.
Why?
So I would sneak on Soul Train and hide the remote on the weekend.
Why he said you couldn't dance?
He just didn't want me on Soul Train anymore.
Why?
Parents. He didn't want me to do the group.
Really? What did he think it was gonna do to you? Like,
he was just like, no, she can't do the group. And I told my sister, I was like, I want to do it.
Yeah.
She's like, Daddy's gonna kill you. I was like,
was he like maybe thinking like you would grow up too fast, or like get into boys, or
I don't know.
More
but
Christian
I was doing
or something?
I was doing it.
What about your mom?
Oh, my mom was with me, girl. She with me if I'm wrong. She my best friend.
Oh, you have one of them.
Yeah.
My baby ain't do nothing.
No.
I don't care what you say.
What you do, baby?
Let me know so I can.
Right. That's her.
Aw.
We're like sisters.
Oh, that's really good. Your mom's still?
No. Born the same day, so Mother's Day was gonna.
That's right.
And it was last year that she passed.
Wow.
She passed on 4/20. She went on the weed day. Okay, Mama. You just had to go.
Today I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on my baby day now.
So yeah, we're both Taurus. So.
Yeah. So that was just recently very hard because it was Mother's Day, which was your birthday.
It was hard to celebrate. Like, fuck my birthday.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I'll try to be more mature next year.
You try to be what?
More mature next year. I just missed it. I'll try.
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
Yeah.
I'm just not fucking mature. I'm not fucking mature right now.
Sometimes those things are just hard. You just have to take it like 1 minute at a time.
I never did this shit before. I never lost my mama and my daddy. You know, that shit is fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, fuck that. You know, I'm just not that fucking mature right now. I'm just immature. Fuck it.
I hear you. You're like, I don't know what to do, and I'm not gonna. Yeah, I totally understand. I'm sure that was hard because I have my mom, praise God, and so I couldn't imagine.
You lose that voice. That voice, those little names they say, the little stuff, the nuances, how they say it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that hug, bitch. That hug, you know that hug, the one they hold.
Yeah.
And
But see, my mom, I'm the affectionate person, so I'm all over my mom all the time. I be licking her and everything, and she be like, get off of me.
But still, when she does hug you back, that moment, that is
everything.
Yeah.
And just that soundboard to talk to and, you know, share your problems with issues or just check on her. She's checking on you.
She gives a damn.
Yeah.
The rest of these motherfuckers don't.
Yeah. That's
Mama
like the
really
one
cares.
person
That's who you owe to say whatever. The
Yeah.
rest of the people asking you some shit, they just trying to size you up. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Your mama cares.
Yes. That's
She
the
cares
1%.
about your morning, your noon, your night.
Yeah.
She cares.
Well, hopefully you definitely will sing or something later, you know what I mean? But that'd be awesome because she always singing all the time, and I love it. So, all right, so you started the group, and you said you guys were signed with Motown.
Yeah, we started with
Which is
Jonathan
amazing.
Clark. First, he took us to the BRE. We wore the Catholic school uniforms, and people
You
took
were the
Catholic school uniforms.
Catholic school uniform.
And people took more pictures pictures of us than they did the celebrities there. It was like, and we were doing everything in unison for some reason. So if I did this, then the Monica, and we were just doing stuff in unison, like, and it was just tripping people out.
Yeah.
We were dressed alike, and nobody had seen any of this before.
Where'd that kind of come from? The schoolgirl.
Oh, that was all Jonathan. He's a marketing mastermind. Still today.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was all of his content.
Okay.
We have no credit. We just could really feel it. And we weren't just three pretty faces. We danced. So it was a completely different element. So.
Yeah. So you guys started the group, and the first song you did, like, it took off? Or you did your first video? Like, how did you know when to start being, like, really?
Well, first we had a whole crew that worked on us. We had a little apartment on La Cienega that we would go rehearse at.
La Cienega.
And Reggie Andrews, he had the big push broom on his lip. Reggie Andrews, that was his property. So we rented out the apartment in front. We had John Barnes come and a lot of different producers, and they all did songs. And so we wrote to each song 3 times.
Really?
The best one is the one we recorded. That's how we found Sweetness.
So all 3 of y'all would write and stuff?
We brought writers in. Will Wellman, brought Kim Armstrong. Kim Armstrong.
On those?
No, I didn't know anything about really writing yet.
Okay.
You know, I was just kind of coming into it, but I was influenced by Kim Armstrong. So now I'm a writer.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't know yet. But the second album I was writing.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to learn the equipment. I was like, what the hell y'all doing there playing pool? Let's get in here and work. Shit. I mean, I'm trying to work. How you do this board?
Yeah.
I was like, so yeah.
Okay. So they wrote the songs for you guys. So you said the Sweetness.
We wrote, and we also had choreographers come through. So Farside was our choreographers. Oliver Crooms and Lance Crooms, and Straight Ahead.
You're good. You remember all these names.
Oh, I mean,
I would be like, what's that name again?
No, I can't rember the director of photographies on the videos, but I pay homage, and I mean, you sweating in the room for hours.
Right.
How you gonna forget that?
Would you like know the last name and everything? Like, I would be like,
Farside.
I think it's
Kim Armstrong. I gotta do the posting all the time, so I'm responsible for the page. So I'm always doing the post. Let me add and tag this person. Who you be tired? I don't want to forget nobody. Ooh, let me tag.
Yeah.
And you be like, who the hell? Let me just post. I don't feel like doing all the tagging.
Right.
Y'all don't be mad at me. I mean well.
You're like, I'm really trying to remember your name, but I can't.
I try.
No, you're doing good. So then you guys did the Sweetness. You said that was like, you do like 3 songs.
We did 3
Right,
songs.
and that was
We
the
went up
best
to
one.
Motown. Gerald was at MCA. He said, I'm about to be at Motown and run Motown. I've got the boys. You guys come on over. He played the boys record, Down My Heart. And then we went to Motown and signed with him.
Oh, you talking about the group, The Boys?
Mm-hmm. And we went to Motown and signed with him. So we were like the favorites of
The record label.
Yeah, they loved us.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys.
Then Boys to Men.
And they were the favorites.
Right.
But we were with them all the time. All the time. We were always with them, going to the movies, going to Roscoe's. It was like being in school.
Right.
With them. Like, okay, you guys are doing this. We're like, okay.
So how old were you exactly when you got like the record deal?
I was 17.
So you was in high school?
But I finished.
Okay.
And
so you would do this, be in school?
I would tell my dad I was going to college.
So he didn't know?
To Pierce College. No. He didn't know.
What?
And
so you had this whole...
secret.
Wow. But your mom knew.
Oh yeah, mama know. Mama know everything.
So what happened when did you have to like tell him? Because you...
After I got the deal. And then he was my #1 fan.
Really?
Yeah, he was on the picture when I signed the deal.
So what changed? Like
it was real. It wasn't like some fake shit like you know, like people get out here and it just doesn't happen.
And it was Motown.
Yeah, it was a real situation. So he was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
My baby, what? The pictures? Oh no, this is my daughter. This is my baby.
Oh, you know what I in the group. You know the group.
Yeah, the picture. This is my daughter. He got pictures in the back. Here's my daughter. The thing I hate the most is if you play the video when people come over. That was so
he played it all the time.
That was so embarrassing.
So you're like 17, and so you didn't did you have any plans at all, like to possibly go to college?
I wanted to go on broadcasting.
You wanted to do broadcasting?
Yeah.
So it was always to be like in front of the camera and stuff of some kind.
I have visions of being on the side warehouse, the music warehouse. I have visions of being in Right On, and I would get in the mirror and practice.
Oh, okay.
And then all of it.
And Right On magazine. And
it
stuff
all
like that.
happened. So I have another vision. My husband's in the audience. I can't see his face. All I can see is his tux. And he's clapping, and I'm winning an award for Best Children's Television Programming.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see if that
So you feel like, even as a kid at 17, you manifested all these things that start to happen.
You can manifest. You
Yes.
can visualize and manifest. It's really real.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, it's like the Secret. It's I remember I was like really looking at it heavy. And I really would, like, if I was trying to get a parking space, I'd be like, I'm going to find a parking space. And I would. You know what I mean? Like, so just little things like that.
The intention of your energy into the universe is real. So when you say it,
And that goes the other way, too, if you say bad stuff.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So it's all programming. The television is programming. It's
Yeah.
programming people. The
Yeah.
schools are programming people.
Yeah.
But not for what is really needed. People really need to be programmed for what their God-given gift of what they're here for. Like, let's say if we took 10 guys that want to do Miles Davis music, 10 guys that want to do Prince music, 10 guys that want to do, and that would kind of stop all this bullshit music, and we can get back to some real fucking music.
Yeah.
And because when you look at
labels too, they're not even handing out deals for no R&B.
No, when you look at
Nothing that
James
makes
Brown,
any sense.
that birthed Prince, that birthed, and so if you don't have these births, like how can they extend? So like we say, hey, let's take 10 kids and you guys do Miles Davis music. We'll take 10 kids, let's do Prince music.
Yeah.
Let's do it, and then let's see what comes out of that nucleus,
blossoms.
and then bring that together.
Yeah.
And now we have those generations doing that, and now we have something to go from. Until we do that, I don't know.
It seems like as soon as the whole well, not ratchet, but like you know, that kind of music.
The mumble rap. The mumble rap.
She called it mumble rap.
It's
It's like once it hit, you know, record labels are always like, okay, so we're gonna do more of this, and then it's like all of a sudden all the R&B departments went away, and now you can't even find. I don't even know who's R&B.
Mint Condition.
I'm saying, but
Mint Condition.
they're not out now.
Mint Condition
Mm-hmm.
is the business.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what I'm saying?
Have they released the album?
They probably have, but it's not being, you know.
No, I'm saying they're not giving it to people who.
No, they're not giving the real music energy, because the real music
teaches
people fucking real energy.
Yeah.
That doesn't give people real fucking energy.
No.
The music that we used to have
talk about
gave us energy.
how
It gave
many
us
watches
so
you
many.
got, how many hoes you had sex with, took your girl, fuck them and leave them. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same stuff. They talk about the same stuff.
And then they take the track, and then they take the track it used to be, and then they just sing some stuff over it. And
Yeah.
where's the art? But there are some artists out there that you guys haven't even heard. They're absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
They've channeled some shit that's cool to
Yeah.
bring to the universe. So
Yeah.
you know, it's gonna shift, I believe.
I think so too. It has to, because you know, after a while, you can't. Things change. They're not gonna keep doing the same. You know, we're gonna change, and it's gonna evolve.
Yes, and refreshing will be the real music again, the real instrument.
Yeah.
Rochelle Farrell. I
Yes,
remember seeing George. I remember seeing the Emotions and Rochelle Farrell. They would do girl. Oh, your ears! Just oh my God, it was just amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
George Duke was the musical director that evening. It was
Magical.
magical.
Yeah. Okay, so then you went from that, and now your father's on board. And tell us a little bit just about how that ride was for you, of getting all that attention and, you know, working with the group with other girls. Like, did they ever get any cattiness? Did anyone get jealous? Any of that kind of
Well,
stuff?
I was always used to working with girls. I'm used to working with beauty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not intimidated by it.
Mhm.
I'm bettered by it.
Mm.
If you look good, bitch, you gonna make me look better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I remember going to MTV interview to be MTV something. So DeMonica had an interview right after me. I did the interview and she was going next. I pulled my lashes off, put them on her. I was like, bitch, go.
Aww.
You know, like get
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah.
somebody got to get a bitch here. Let's go.
I love it. Yeah, so you don't. So how was it? How did it feel to start being, you know, a celebrity?
I didn't really care about being a celebrity. I just cared about. Enjoyed the work.
Mm-hmm.
I was really into the marketing and the photo shoots, the videos, the concepts.
Mm-hmm.
I love going to the marketing department. I just loved it. It just opened up something in me. So that's where I was at. I was in the marketing department. I would go to Motown and be at the marketing department. I was
Really?
always in there. I just loved it. And even when I had friends who worked with Neutrogena, and I went to the marketing department,
Mm-hmm.
and I would tear sheets up.
Really?
I was like, I love this.
Wow.
Yeah, it's something there.
So you like the creative,
I like marketing.
part of it too.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear the songs, I write videos. I see
can
visions.
yeah.
And then when I write now, I hear all the music. I hear the backgrounds, the front vocals, the ad-libs, but I can only sing one part at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my iPhone and I do the parts, the 2 parts and stuff. So I
Yeah.
can get the idea in my head.
Yeah.
So I never stopped recording. I've been recording the whole time, but I never put anything out.
Right.
I did have a deal with Eddie D. He offered me a record deal.
Mm.
Um,
After
after the group.
Uh-huh.
And I met with Andre Harrell, and he only wanted to offer me a certain amount of money, and it was a new artist deal, and I was like, he would give me money in the back end. And I was like, there's no such thing as a back end. So I was like, no. So he gave the deal some money for. So that would have been my record.
Really? Oh, okay. Why was he trying to do it that way, you think?
I don't know. That's what all, you know.
They just
when
always
you get in a position, you either are going to say, hey, I'm going to make sure this person has longevity and eats better, or I'm going to take it now. Now, when they did Dionne Warwick, it's a completely different subject. They did music on her that would give her a career. So that's longevity. She could still walk across that stage at
sing that
years old with some glitter on, bitch.
Yeah.
And a three-string band.
Right.
And all the people up there singing songs.
Yeah.
They gave her a career.
Yeah.
So you can't just, you know, these artists, you gotta let them have writers so they can have something.
Yeah.
It's great to have a song, but let these people have something. Just keep.
What songs don't really last these days.
But still give a person fucking writers.
Yeah.
Give them writers. The song playing, they getting a check.
Yeah.
Why should they go out and they're performing this and they're like, that don't help?
Yeah.
How's that helping them?
You heard with Beyonce, like even if you write, she still takes the credit.
You better. I mean, like I said, position. Either you're gonna take or you're gonna give this. Okay, when I was a business owner and I have my worker, I need to know what your dreams are, so I can help you get to what you're trying to do. Because I can't take up your time. You know what I mean? Let me know what your dream is. So if you need to leave or you need to stay, I need to know.
Yeah.
Because I don't need you to be here investing this time with me, and then there's something else you totally want to do. I want to help you.
Right.
Whatever you're going to be.
Yeah.
If it's not being here, that's okay too.
Yeah.
I want what's best for you.
Oh, that's sweet.
But
a lot of people don't really operate like that.
But that's just how it should be, and I think that there'll be more people, universal workers in the universe, that will be doing things that are higher vibrational, that will help people, and will make a difference.
And they say too, like the more you give, the more you're gonna get back. You know, so if you're helping other people, and you know, your situation is gonna be blessed regardless because you're looking
evolving. But it's not for one to take advantage, take kindness for weakness, be a gaslighter or narcissist. None of that shit.
Yeah. That's for sure.
So you got to take up for yourself at certain times too.
That's true.
And there's sometimes people that are spiritual hide under a cloak that's not really real.
That's true.
And that's very heartbreaking. I've had to deal with that recently. You know, don't play with that. You know, you respect somebody for their depth and find out that
it ain't really.
Well, people have plugins and people shift their energy. And when they shift it, that depends on whatever that energy space is at that time.
That's true. Or they can kind of look at who you are and say, oh, I'm bringing this person because, you know, she's that way, or you know what I mean? So they're really just kind of morphing into who they see you are, you know.
Which is no balance. Everybody has their own balance. They can find it. So it's not about excusing people for their bullshit anymore. They need to level up spiritually. Really open your pineal gland. Do the spiritual work. Stop talking and do the fucking work. If I'm going to do the work, you need to do your fucking work so you can see who you are in the depth of your spirit.
Do you think that women more so work on like self-mastery more than...
I think men do it too.
Men?
Yeah, men and women. It's a choice of the spirit, of self. You're like tired of certain things. You're like, oh, I want to master. You figure, I want to master this. And when you start mastering things, then you start seeing the gifts of the universe and you get it.
Like get on a roll. Like,
you keep mastering. Like, okay, I'm going to master that. I'm going to master that. I'm going to master this. So yeah, there's some higher frequency brothers out there that's mastering stuff. But then plugins you gotta take them plugins out. Ego fuck you up.
Yeah.
Ego.
I heard this one song that says, I'm fighting with your ego. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes when you have arguments in relationships and stuff. Like you're
The
kind
ego
of
have
I'm not
nothing-
really fighting with you. I'm fighting with your
ego.
So
And that's so nasty.
Yeah. Like you just even refuse. Some people refuse to even say sorry. Like I'm not saying that I know I was wrong, but I'm not even gonna tell him I'm sorry. That's horrible. Like you know you're wrong, but you ain't even gonna say you apologize, and you're not growing. You know, for you to be grown and you can't say I'm sorry, the words.
That's bad.
Like come on, you know. So yeah, but you're yeah, and so. You started, you said it wasn't about the celebrity stuff and the attention. It was more about...
No, I was thinking about what could I, like if I do a performance, I watch it, how can I make it better? But I wasn't stuck on,
Yeah.
I just, that didn't ever permeate for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just, I'm doing the work and I stayed the same. I never... It was just
Did y'all all get along and everything? Yeah.
Very silly, very fun, very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
That's good because sometimes when you have girl groups, you know, they're kind of, you know.
Well, you see my personality.
Yeah.
I'm not having it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to bring vibration.
I'm not having it.
I'm going to bring vibration into the space.
Yeah.
And so when I would dance, I would bring that energy and they look to me and to like, cause you know I'm a girl. I would do a backflip and fall, but a bitch I get up and keep singing. Anyway. I'll put the mic in my mouth with some tape and I'll do this backflip. Why did I want to do a flip? Why? It was not necessary.
It's like it's dramatic.
It's
gonna be great
before my part on Just Come. It was so unnecessary. Yeah, I would be too excited and I would fall. When I do that flip, I would go too fast and fall.
Oh my God.
And they call me.
Yeah. Call me.
Just keep singing.
That's what's up. That's how you do, like, you know, hey.
Girl, hey, does the power go out? We don't need the power. Y'all repeat after me.
Yeah. So will you say it was, you know, like some people be like, well, that's exactly the way you want your life to go. You wouldn't have it any other way.
No, you're young.
You was in your purpose.
You're young, so you have no idea what you're fucking doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get older, you're like, oh, I should have did this like that and like this because I wouldn't have wasted my time with this and that. I could have went over here with this and that and it would have been like this, right? But, you know, you can't, it just don't come like that.
Yeah.
You gotta learn.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you was just in it, you know, going with the flow and, you know, just seeing where it was going to take you, basically.
Yeah.
But you were still doing what you love, which is the dancing and the
Gerald Busby said I need to be an executive if I'm not going to do this record stuff. Because he saw me doing other, you know, he saw those other gifts in me. So he was my biggest supporter. He so believed in me. I love Gerald.
So how come you kind of didn't, since you love the marketing, how come you kind of didn't really transition into...
I tried to do a production company and I signed these to Capitol Records. Kevin Evans was going to do the deal. And it was these little girls that danced behind Whitney Houston. Remember those little babies? Way back in the day, I'm every woman. They were dancing in the background.
I'm trying to think of these little kids.
So
like
the
how many
babies
of them?
were dancing with Whitney and I was getting them a deal at, I think it was Warner Brothers. Because Kevin Evans was there. My production company was called One Eyebrow Up. Because you know I can do my eyebrow.
You can do that.
One eyebrow up, right?
Wow.
I got ear control. I got ear control too.
Okay. I see them.
I got ear on both sides. I can do it to be the music, bitch. Do the music. You know, play some music, bitch. I can do it to the music. But
I think I can do that. Well, I'll admit I just recently got
Stop.
So I couldn't do it anyway.
No,
I don't care.
Don't tell. No.
And
Can you?
It's been about 3 to 4 days.
4 days.
And so I'm like,
LL. Oh dear.
no.
Okay. We are really silly. They have no
Oh,
idea. Okay,
man.
we're acting civilized.
Yes.
We're trying
Okay.
to.
So.
Oh.
I love it. So you went from there. So after you didn't get a deal again, what was the next move for you?
What deal? Where were we at? What were we on? What happened?
After the Good Girls.
After the Good Girls.
split.
Oh, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, we toured with the Kids on the Block.
Mm-hmm.
We did a Motown review tour with all the acts on Motown. The Boys, Today, Rich Nice, Malera. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. And then we toured with New Kids on the Block, Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark, and the Funny Bunch.
That's right.
He would tell everybody where we were at every night, the hotel. So we couldn't even get in the hotel at night sometimes because he would tell the girls where we were.
Wow.
So they would just bombard the hotel. It was crazy.
Really? Wow. That had to be a really big tour.
It was awesome. I love touring with them. It's my most favorite, memorable, easy, just pleasant business of the business. Had I not experienced that,
Yeah.
I'm just real glad I did.
Yeah. So did you make was the money pretty good too at that age, you know?
Yeah, the money was good. And being with New Kids, just the flow of the business was just like this.
Smooth sailing.
None but smooth sailing. It's nice, just so nice.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So then after that, so now we're getting into like, I guess, did you have a boyfriend around that time? Like, were you able to meet anybody?
Of course, but I never did public displays of affection.
Okay.
So I had the little, you get the dancer, So I had Lance. It was cute. He was in the I Want to Make You Mine video.
I Want to Make You
with
Mine?
MC Trouble.
Oh, we might have to pull it up.
He's real cute,
Google
girl.
it.
He's fine. Lance was fine back in the day.
Okay.
Lance, you still fine. You still fine.
What's up, lady?
But he was real fine back then. But yeah, little dancer. What else? Yeah,
Did you ever have, like, after that point, like a long-term, like, boyfriend or anything like that? Like, anybody? No, not really.
When?
Like when you was, when you was still in the group, so you would just talk to the dancer and you didn't really have anyone else. You had a couple people trying to talk to you,
There's
sure.
a lot of people trying to talk to me, but I was running.
Yeah.
I was running.
You was running? Why you was running?
I don't know, I just didn't trust them. I just didn't,
Yeah.
I was just running like, Oh, okay. I dated Ralph, but
Ralph Tresvant.
I dated him.
That was my boo. That was
But
my